16th Sunday in the Ordinary Time, 28th July 2025. Theme: Two Mitzvahs of spending time visiting the sick and practicing hospitality. In the reading from the Bereshit, the book of Genesis, the story opens by saying that God appeared to Abraham. But when Abraham applies the vision to his own world, he suddenly sees three men standing before him. Abraham is a religious man, far excellence, for he sees God in the human situation. By visiting Abraham to distract him from the pain of recovering from his recent circumcision, God provides us with an example of the mitzvah of the visiting the sick, bikkur holim. Visiting the sick may not physically alter the cause of an illness, but the knowledge the people who care may ease the suffering and discomfort of one who is ill. The presence of a caring friend lessens a sense of suffering. When the sage envisioned God visiting Abraham to lessen his discomfort, they may be implying that sometimes all we can give an afflicted person is the gift of our time and our caring presence, and when we do that, we are following God's way. Why is the story of Abraham's circumcision followed by the visitation of God in the form of three men or angels? God came to visit while Abraham was recuperating to make clear the mitzvah of visiting the sick. Why was Abraham sitting at the door of his tent? To watch for passing strangers whom he might invite into his abode. Hence, Abraham was ever prepared to welcome strangers and practice the mitzvah of hospitality. Abraham had his servant assist him in order to instruct him in the mitzvah of hospitality. According to the Midrash, the young man was none other than his son Ishmael. By turning away from God to attend to the three strangers, Abraham teaches us that caring for others and extending hospitality is also a great mitzvah. Hospitality to wayfarers is greater than welcoming a divine presence. When we turn our attention from God to tend to the needs of people, we do God's will. Conversely, God is not pleased when we place such a great focus on God that we ignore needy human beings. Abraham played host to three heavenly visitors and is rewarded with the gift of child in his old age. Paul in the second reading emphasizes that he is serving the church since God entrusted to him the ministry of bringing into effect God's design among the people. Jesus appreciates the hospitality extended by both Martha and Mary with certain qualifications, choosing the one thing necessary in life requires, first of all, learning to choose what is right and useful for our lives. As long as we are guided only by intelligence, we may end up doing unimportant things like Martha. However, if we obey our conscience, we begin to do enduring acts like Mary. Life requires a healthy balance of both. For reflection and discussion, instructions caring for the sick in the mitzvah of hospitality to strangers may appear superfluous. And today's special word, spending time with an ailing person with visitors, is one of the hallmarks of hospitality. Consider some of the other aspects of hospitality and caring for the sick that may be unique to your local community, family, or culture. Choosing the one thing necessarily in life requires, first of all, learning to choose what is right and useful for our lives. How do you see God in daily human situation of your life? What measures are you prepared to take in your life to ensure a healthy balance between the head and the heart?